I've been in love with acting since I was in elementary school, and I did the play Snow White. I landed roles in plays every time there was opportunity. I always auditioned. And then when I got to high school and I was starting to think about college, I wasn't sure what I was going to do. And then Mr. Moffat and Mr. Schellenberger pulled me aside and said, what are your future plans? I said, well, I'm going to go to college, but I don't know what I'm going for because I wanted to study parapsychology, but I can't. And they're like, well, we think you should go for theater and you should be an actress. Well, I'm like, I didn't even know that you could go to school for theater. I didn't think that was a real thing. I said, wow, oh my gosh, I'm so in. IUP was just the right size for me. It's just a very, very homey, artsy place. I loved growing up in Pennsylvania. I loved being at River Lots and being in the country. I went to school with most of my classmates since kindergarten, and we only had a class of about 80 kids. I always feel like as the world got wider, we kind of just got closer. I have a friend who's also a Williamsport local. He wanted to go to California, and he asked me to go out to California and do a semester with him. And he wanted to go for a full year. And I said, I'm not leaving IUP for a full year. I love my life. Why would I abandon it for a full year? And then the part of me that intellectually knows that it would be good for me, even if I didn't want to leave, like, okay, Trish, a semester's not that long. That's an experience that's invaluable. Even if you don't want to live in a big city, you're going to grow, you're going to learn. So he talked me into it, but we had to strike out on our own and really learn about the city and our respective areas and things like that. So I fell in love. I cried all the way home to Pennsylvania, and I knew after spending a semester here that I was coming out here. So I did summer stock and then packed up the car and headed to LA with a bunch of friends from IUP. And we were free to kind of do wacky jobs, background work. And then I became an assistant at a school. And that's when I started like balancing the both for a while. I had a lot of people write to me, and particularly from the Williamsport area, and ask me, or say, oh, I never thought I could do it, but you did it. Could you tell me how? Or, just asking for tips, of course. And lots of people want to get their kids. How do I get my kid an agent? How do I get my kid this? How do I get my kid that? And it sounds like a pipe dream, but really, to me, what it is follow through. If you follow through and you commit yourself and you go, you're going to have results. You might not be a celebrity, but you're going to have results. And so I want to just give people some actual tools or ideas for how they could get their kids started or get themselves started in the industry realistically from a small town, and not having to say, oh, we'll go to the big city and do this, but okay, what can I do at home? What we have is a 1-hour workshop. So the 1-hour workshop is going to be a fun and interactive way of getting a lot of information about getting started in the industry. There's going to be a lot of information from 5 different panelists. If you'd like to participate in the Q&A, that's another cost because we're keeping it smaller. The workshop, as many people as want to attend can attend. The question and answer, I narrow the geographic area and I'm keeping the number of people smaller so that everyone gets a chance to ask questions, and that those who aren't asking questions, or if you only get a chance to ask a question or two, the other questions are still going to pertain to you. My panelists are great people. Doug Bennett's been on Sons of Anarchy, and Gabby Sanalitro, she's had so much experience with kids on Disney and Nickelodeon. Walter, my manager, I mentioned, he's worn so many hats. And then Danny, our moderator, he's a great person because he is the newest out of all of us and the least experienced out of all of us. So he would have the freshest perspective on coming out here, what it's been like for him, just how he got linked up with us and got his career started. And then Joe, he's in the executive branch at Disney/Fox. He's got a whole other perspective on things and how you can be involved in the industry from that end. I just want to give more opportunities for kids who are into the arts to know that it's a possibility. So yeah, we got quite the diverse panel, and I hope people take advantage of it.
Thank you, dear.
There you go.
Oh, check out these red potatoes. They are awesome.
Telling jokes. Come on, tell them what about your dog.
Beautiful.
My greatest breakthrough is being a husband again. That's why I chose UPMC.